welcome back to Around the House. Ralph, where are we headed to today?
Well, today we are going to hang out with Brian Burnard and his team at Compass Pest Management.
Okay.
Yeah, for all those folks who have pesky pests around the house. Did you see pesky pets? Pesky pets.
Pesky pets?
Pesky pets.
Pests.
Pesky pets.
Pests.
No, pesky
Pest
pests.
pits?
For all those people who have pesky pests around the house, man, you need to get rid of those things. Spiders. My kids is terrified of spiders.
Rats.
Wasps. You name it, they get rid of it.
Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Fact or joke?
All right, let's go today. Let's go with the fact.
Okay, well, I have an ant fact for you. We all hate ants, right? But did you know that ants can consume enough food every single year to feed 200 million people?
200 million people.
200 million
Those are some
people.
hard-working ants.
Hard-working ants. And they're strong, too. You know that they can also, additional fun fact, they can also carry, I believe it's 30 times the weight of how much they weigh, of their own body weight. So
the question is, how much can you carry? How strong are
maybe not stronger than an ant.
you? Not 30 times?
Not 30
Your body
times. Not 30 times my body weight, man.
How
That's
about you,
crazy.
Oscar?
I'll tell you one thing though, I do consume enough food every year to feed 200 million people.
My name is Brian Burnard. I'm the owner here at Compass Pest Management. We have been in business since 1997. My dad started the company. He was working at Western at the time. Wasn't happy having a boss, wasn't happy having someone over him. I had just been born, he wanted to spend more time with the family, so in order to be able to do that, he took off and he started his own company. First, when he started it in Mira Loma, he did everything besides, pest control. He did plumbing, he worked on people's walls. We even have customers today where you go to their house and they go, oh yeah, your owner, John, he put that together. That was built by John. He worked until he was able to hire his first employee and break off a route, and he kept doing that until he had multiple routes, multiple employees, and it started, and now we cover a large area of the Inland Empire. Compass Pest Management is a full-service pest control company. We offer services in general maintenance of homes and commercial properties. We service for rodents, for gophers, for ants, spiders, almost any bug you can think of that's an insect that could be a nuisance to a home. We also do termite services. That includes inspections and tenting and woodwork as well. When you're in real estate, a real estate transaction oftentimes requires a termite inspection to see the health of the home as far as termites go. So in that process, agents will call us, say, hey, we need a termite inspection. We'll go out there, we'll offer inspection, we'll write a report, and we'll send it to them. And then during that transaction, there's oftentimes they'll have the work done, and we're able to do the work to then clear the house of any wood-destroying organisms, any fungus damage, anything like that that might be on the report that lenders require to have taken care of for the sale of the home. When an agent calls us, they call us for a termite inspection. We go out there, we do an inspection on the home, on the inside and the outside. Sometimes there's issues, sometimes there's not, but when there is issues, we're able to then remedy them and take care of that home for the prospective buyers or for the people who are selling the houses as well. When we find issues with rodents during the escrow process, we go and we do an inspection of the home looking for any entry points. Then we seal off any entry points and we set traps. We then come back and check out traps and we set them again if they need to be, and by doing that we eliminate any rodent problems at the home. What makes Compass different from other companies is that we're a family-owned company. We're a small company, but we still can handle big problems. We still look at big solutions and we're able to really take care of a really large issue, but we are not a big company. We are still a small family-owned company. An individual should seek our help for any of their pest problems because we know what we're doing. We know how to find the source and how to take care of the problem, and we'll do it in that first try with you. And if we don't finish in that first try, we'll take care of it and we'll fix it for you, so you don't have to deal with it and spend your time and money on it. If a client calls us, we're typically able to answer their call within 48 hours. We'll have someone out there on site taking care of their problems. On-site trips typically are 25 to 45 minutes depending on what the problem is.
I'm Robert Abeyta. I am a pest control technician for Compass Pest Management. I've been working at Compass for about 2 years.
I'm Courtney Abeyta. This is my husband, and I've been working for Compass Pest now for a little over 2 years, and I am a pest technician.
My name is Danny. I'm a termite inspector for Compass Pest Management, and I've been here for a little over 3 years.
Working for Compass Pest Management is a very joyful experience. The company is wonderful, all the way up to our fellow technicians, our inspectors, all the way up to the managers, all the way up to the owners. It's very much so a family environment. The owners of the company are amazing people. We can go in and speak to them about any issues that we have or anything like that.
Well, one of the biggest joys about working at Compass is like working with your family. We all know each other, we all know each other's histories, families, the entire thing. So just working with Compass feels like you're working at home. Doesn't matter where you are in the field.
There's not a lot of women in this industry, in this field. You know, a lot of women don't want to mess with rats, everything else. But with Compass, they're very confident in their technicians. They make us feel very confident we can do the job. You know what I mean? It's very rewarding. I love working for this company because they don't look down on you whether you're a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter. You can do the job, and they're very confident, and they tell you if you run into a problem, you can call anybody, any one of the technicians, the owners. It does not matter who you call, someone will always answer the phone, and they're there to help you out.
So we asked the guys at Compass Pest Management to share with us some stories that happened out there in the field.
Well, the biggest thing that I can remember is that we had a house down in Riverside, probably in the old section. It was a house that was probably built in the 40s, but had been pretty much ravaged with termite, both subterranean and dry wood, throughout the entire place. And the infestation probably was going on for over 30 years. I didn't even think someone would be living in that environment, but however there was, someone had been living there the entire time.
There was a service that I did. This woman was having a problem with ants, and we could not figure out where the issue was, where it was coming from, what it was they were coming out of the spigot of her bathtub. So trying to find an entry point or whatever, they're getting in the pipes. Well, upon doing an inspection, looking over the whole property, cannot find an ant's nest anywhere.
When I got there, we just treated it like any other house. Did the entire inspection, found everywhere where these termites were coming into the house, and then we rectified it. It took us about 3 days during the tenting to get rid of their drywood problem, and it only took a day to get rid of their subterranean problem.
Just by happenstance, I happened to open up the main for the water main. There was the ant nest, treated it with some granules.
The only thing was replacing all the structural elements that had been destroyed over a period of time. That took probably about a week, but within that amount of time, we were able to get that thing up and ready, cleared and ready for sale.
The next day, actually, she sent me a picture of probably 1,000 dead ants that came out of her spigot when she turned on her shower. She's not had an issue since. So that is one thing I really do love about pest control is the detective side of it. We really kind of do got to be detectives sometimes and try to figure out problems, where things are coming from, that type of stuff.
Thanks everybody for watching this episode of Around the House. We had a lot of fun hanging out with our friends at Compass Pest Management. In fact, those guys are who we use to do our termite inspections for our properties. So if you got pests hanging out around your house, get them out of there, and we'll see you around the house.
Hello everybody, Oscar, the director of Around the House, coming at you once again with you already know what, baby. Go check out our trip to this amazing antique store in Riverside, Ventique Alley. Bobby and her crew, amazing, wonderful people. They made me feel at home. I'm sure they will make you feel at home.